What's up, guys, and welcome to part 3 of my 12-win run in the Classic Challenge using Lavaloon. At the end of last video, guys, it turns out that I made a little mistake. I said there were 3 games left, but that doesn't add up, does it? Because 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, and I had 1 loss, so there's 2 games missing. Here they are. Actually, they're right in the beginning of the run. I faced a Hog Rider Lightning deck and that dreaded Three Musketeers Battle Ram deck, and I got really lucky on that second game, and I'll show you how. Let's go ahead and get into those matches before we finish up with those final 3. And this one is kind of like that that standard benchmark deck that you kind of have to beat. If you want to be a viable, if you think your deck is viable, you have to be able to beat kind of this type of build for a Hog Rider deck. He gets a really good push off with just goblins and an Ice Spirit, and I wasn't ready for it, and I wasn't about to spend any more elixir, unfortunately. And he gets the jump on me real good here. I take this opportunity to put down a balloon because I have the knight tanking, but I didn't get the knight past the bridge, so the tower does start shooting it before the knight, but it's okay because my support troops are going to come in and finish off this tower here, it looks like. But my main goal was actually to try to get the balloon to hit twice, so I caught up just like that, and I think, if I remember correctly, he somehow catches me without... Oh, okay, good. So I get the tombstone down. I feel like he catches me out of cycle with the tombstone in the next Hog Rider or something like this. If I remember correctly, somehow, some way he cycles back to it real quick before I can get back to my tombstone, because I played Lava Hound, tombstone, then Executioner. So I have several cards to go before I can get back to my tombstone, and he somehow gets, but he is only 1 card away from back from his Hog Rider, if you can see there. So he takes the opportunity here in a minute to push the left lane once again when I only have the knight and the log to defend. And then my knight can no longer tank for my balloon on the right tower. I actually blow my knight on that executioner, so I have to throw this mega minion instead. And he's going to get 1, 2 swipes on the tower once again. So last Hog Rider he got 2. This Hog Rider he got 2. So I'm going to need to take 2 towers from him this game. He gets down a really opportunely timed tornado. Plus Executioner, which makes it so that I cannot get to the tower. Get down a better placed tombstone this time, but that Executioner following just absolutely annihilates those skeletons. So, man, Executioner plus Hog and Lightning, and Tornado, that's not a bad build, honestly. I'm not going to give him that tower for free. You're going to have to spend a little more elixir to take that out from me. Otherwise... I'm just kind of giving up here. I get down a second Lava Hound to maybe try to tank for the balloon coming in on the right. It doesn't work. He gets his lightning down and he's able to take care of that. So too bad on that, but I know that log doesn't deal 100 damage. You're gonna have to cycle back to log, sir, because I'm gonna go ahead and stop this Hog Rider. Oh, boys! Didn't have enough time to get that lightning off. He should have actually just lightning down the tower, but kind of a bad decision-making process from my opponent in the last part of the game there. So got really lucky to not have to take that second tower, because if it were me playing against this Lavaloon, I probably would have extended the game if I were him playing that lightning instead. This one is Three Musketeers Battle Ram. This is I have the biggest weakness against this deck because I don't have an answer for Three Musketeers, unfortunately. And so I just have to be creative with how I do. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the Lava Hound first. Lava Hound's really slow. You think it's expensive, so it's like a big investment, but she's so slow. Starting from the back corner. By the time she even reaches the bridge, look at this. I already have 8 by the time 9 by the time she actually crosses the bridge. So if they don't play anything in response to the Lava Hound when I play it, I almost get like, it's not a free Lava Hound, but I get value on the Lava Hound sometimes because people want to wait sometimes to defend on the first part of the game. So I don't think that Lava Hound is a terrible way to go to start the game. He gets a really good poison down and is able to get some hits from my tower using the poison. But the other musketeer on the right is the one that I could not defend. I didn't have the elixir to defend it, or I didn't have, or I was trying to plan around not defending it and accepting a little bit of damage. But he's playing really, really well here. He doesn't wait till he's at 9. He's playing, he doesn't wait till he's at 10 elixir or whatever. He's playing in response to what I'm playing, even though he doesn't have full elixir. And I think that's the way to go in a lot of cases. Look at this extra damage he's getting on my tower. Look at that. He takes out my knight for free almost, pretty much there on just a Night Witch push. And I'm going to try and gamble on that I can push this Lava Hound to the tower with this balloon and use this log to slow down the musketeers just long enough to get the balloon to the tower. And it doesn't work. That was total fail. Fail fish, man. I'm telling you, these arrows are not going to be enough, and this is going to be tower, in my opinion. This and there was, I don't know if there was a better defense for that, but I think I panicked on that one, and he totally got me. So kudos to him. I don't know how I'm going to win this game, given kind of what he's got going in his deck, and hopefully he's not going to have enough for the 3 musketeers anytime soon. But I know that's not the case because he actually does have it in cycle. But we get lucky and he doesn't throw the 3 musketeers, and we are able to arrow down the minions to get that balloon to the tower for 2 drops of the bomb, and that's going to even up the game for us right now. So now we know what to expect. We know what his push looks like. We know we need the tombstone for his battle ram. We try to get the login cycle for his goblin gang, and luckily we had a executioner on the right side of his push there. So when we pulled it with the tombstone, the executioner actually did a lot of work on that goblin gang for us, and we're getting some hits off his tower. Wait a minute, did he disconnect? I think he disconnected, guys, and we get super lucky because he's literally playing the hard counter to what I'm playing. And so for that to happen in that spot right at that time was like, oh wow, that was just a gift, let me tell you. So the next game I play against Raygun, and that'll be a special video. We'll do that later. It was really, really fun. We took turns picking cards, drafting a card, and when we drafted a card, we both had to take that card. So for instance, I took bats, and we both had to choose bats. He takes cannon, we both had to choose cannon, so on and so forth. But no, we're not doing that right now. We're finishing up this. We're staying diligent here and finishing up our 12-win run. The last 3 games are very, very exciting. 2 of the games are against that meta deck that we all love to hate, the Big P.E.K.K.A. Battle Ram Night Witch thing they got going on, and there's different versions of that. But this is pretty much, it's the Battle Ram Big P.E.K.K.A. Night Witch is the combo that you need to watch out for. There's the Night Witch, and I wonder why he went the other way instead of going behind the... Oh, because I dropped my Lava Hound. If he saw my Lava Hound, okay, great. But if he didn't, I wonder why he didn't use that ice golem as a tank, because he might have been able to get this bandit to the tower a little bit better. So we defend that out pretty well, and it looks like we're going to be, I would say this counts as we're winning on damage, even though he may have taken off more points of damage overall combined from both towers. We have dropped one of the towers down by 500, over 500, 550, 575, whatever. And that puts us well ahead here, because this deck pretty much 1 crowns. It can 2 crown, but it's a little tougher. So we get down the executioner, followed by the balloon. The executioner takes out the first set of set of bats, and arrows takes out the second set of bats. And we get the balloon to the tower because he has no elixir left from that pump. but we are also out of elixir, and he doesn't even need to get his real cards out yet before he evens up this game. That pump, I also don't have an answer for pump, so that's the reason why people sometimes run lightning in this deck. So maybe a change I might make in the future. If I did make a change for lightning, I definitely change lightning for log, but that makes the deck a lot more expensive, and so I don't know if it would work quite the same way, or if my strategies would need to be altered in any way if that were the case. So Executioner to take out some of these bats. Probably arrows here in a minute if I don't. Actually, the bats are going to be concentrating on the Lava Hound, and I think I'm concentrating on mostly defense at this point. Arrows for the bats, guys. Yes! And we get to the tower and successfully defend that push. Let's get a Lava Hound down to pull it backwards the other way. Yes! And can we defend this left tower? No! Unfortunately not. Wow, this is heartbreaking, you guys. So let's defend this out. We know we're going to get this tower here in the last 10 seconds using our spells. Log is enough to handle this, but we've got, oh my goodness, we've got just a couple of, a little bit time left, and let's make a big push. Let's start it with the Lava Hound. What is he doing? Is he disconnected once again? What the heck is going on here, you guys? Is this another gift? He has me down to 964. We're deep in this run, in this classic challenge. How could he possibly quit now unless he's disconnected? We're going to put together the full gamut of troops here, and he's leaked about 25 elixir while it was coming at him, and we are able to take him out there. So, Jose from Warlords CR, shout out to you, congrats. I give you the honorary win in that game because you absolutely did beat me skill wise. So, you know, sometimes getting a 12 wins, guys, comes down to a little bit of luck, and that's kind of what happened there. That's the second video in the, I mean, that's the second replay in this video that they kind of, I'm like, where did they go? Did they disconnect? Oh man, what a gift. So, you know, when you get 2 free wins that were supposed to be losses, it increases your chances quite a bit when you're trying to go for 12 wins and stuff. But so, you know, like I said, it's good to, it's nice to be good, but it's even better to be lucky. And I think that I got lucky on this run just a little bit, but we hopefully at least took advantage of that luck and capitalized on some of these spots, and were able to achieve that 12-win run, which is kind of what we're looking for. We do need that goal. We do want to upgrade our cards. We're nowhere near where some of these guys are in their upgrades as far as some of their cards and stuff. I really do have to pick and choose with what I want to upgrade. I can't just willy-nilly upgrade any old thing anymore. I'm almost out of gold at this point. So I guess that if you're out of gold, that's when it's time to play some classic challenges, in my opinion, because or challenges in general, because it's a great way to grind gold. One of the only good ways to grind gold, in my opinion, in the game. And you know, it's much more equitable than purchasing gold in the shop with money, for instance, or with gems, for that matter. In order to get gold to upgrade your cards. That's the, you know, the game economy 101 right there, baby. No, you don't do that ever. If anything, you just use all of your gems for challenges, and whatever wins you earn has got to be better than the ratio that you receive from purchasing gold in the shop. So always keep that in mind. If you didn't already know that, hopefully now you do. There, save you guys some money. Alright, this one we have in full control. The guy's playing like the same deck as we faced earlier almost, but I don't think he's playing it quite as well as our last dude here. We're going to sacrifice this knight, and we're going to get down the big push once again with the Executioner and the Balloon. behind the Lava Hound, and we'll definitely get the balloon to the tower for at least the bomb, if not for a bomb drop. So, I mean, that's just good enough, right? We got log, we got arrows. It's just going to be tower after a couple more spells, so all we have to actually do is defend this out. So let's get down to Executioner in the kill zone to attract them towards the middle. We don't have enough. Oh, we're not in cycle for Tombstone, unfortunately, but luckily our tower is plenty healthy enough to survive that battle ram. And one more swipe from the knight will mean good night to our opponent, CYCRVG. Shout out to you, my bro. Thank you for the very, very good challenge there. Let's get into the very last game. This one was pretty epic because it was the mirror match. Once again, this is another kind of more traditional build versus the one that I kind of threw together. So this is kind of the one that my opponent's playing is more of what you might probably see in the challenges and on the ladder. But I encourage you to try my build out because I'm telling you, you're gonna find that it has the answers that you need for the problems that you encounter for the most part, except for, like I said, against 3 Musketeers. And you definitely have a chance against that big P.E.K.K.A. Night Witch deck. As you saw in the last game there. He's wasting elixir like crazy, and we're able to get a full push down without him kind of wasting so much elixir that, look at this, our Mega Minion is going to just go to work. We'll kill his Mega Minion, we'll kill the cannon, he'll miss his knight by 1/2 of 1 second, and this half a Mega Minion over here is going to absolutely annihilate everything in its path. Oh my goodness gracious, Mega Minion. I thought you got nerfed way back when. So that left tower is down. We can kill that with spells, we know that. We don't want to activate his King's Tower if he makes a successful defense against this Executioner, so we're absolutely going to start pushing the right lane. He's going to have to think about defending the right lane push. And so, maybe he goes on an offensive push right here, like this, such as this, right? But yeah, he maybe gets to the tower. But what's going to happen on the right side, guys? And so all the damage that we can take off of the right tower, the better, because that's all going to be gravy going into the next part of the match, because he's still got to finish off our other tower, finish off our left tower. So we are in full control over here. He's down to 736 on his right tower. We still have half a crown tower left on our left side, so he's gonna panic, put down the Lava Hound right at the bridge, right in the middle, so it allows me to get it into the kill zone a little bit better. Well played lightning there, but it's not going to be enough to kill the Executioner, unfortunately. And we'll go ahead and pull the Lumberjack right there into the Executioner's path of his axe, and get a little bit more value from that. So really, we got 23 seconds here. This is where I'm sizing out. I have a second to think about, look at the time, and think about, what's going to happen next. And really, I could be going for an offensive push, but all I have to do is defend this out for 8 more seconds, and this is going to be a 12 wins. And that's going to do it, guys. He sees the writing on the wall and gives up completely. Good game, well played, and that's going to do it for our 12-win achievement in the Classic Challenge using Lavaloon. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for finding this video, and hopefully, if you don't know how to use Lavaloon, that could help you a little bit. My video could help you just a little bit. I know I didn't go too much into the strategy of it, and it was mostly just like a recap analysis of what happened. But if anything, I would encourage you to re-watch the videos and kind of just try to get into my mind. If you don't want to listen to me talking and rambling and talking so quick and stuff like that, just mute it and watch the video on mute and try to get really into my mind, see what I was thinking at the time when I made whatever play, and maybe some of the decisions that I made can help win you some of your matches as well. And you know, not to say that like I said before, that I'm the best player or anything like this, but you know, what I do works for me, and as you can see in some of those replays, they work pretty effectively. So that's going to do it for this short series. Japanda plays Lavaloon Classic Challenge, and I'm going to be making some more videos here in the future regarding Clash Royale, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want to holla at your boy. But until next time, take care everybody, and I'll see ya when I see ya.